Macero is very excited to be launching our online tea time reservation functionality on the club website starting July 1st at 7 a.m. This video is a quick tutorial of how to book tea times online. When you go to our website, elmacerocc.org, go ahead and click on Member Login. To log into the private side of the member website, this functionality will be available for all golf members of the club. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to log in with a test account for the club. And when you log in successfully into the club, it will take you to the Member Central page, which is listed with the words Member Central here at the top. You'll notice on the left navigation bar the word Tea Times, and when you click on that, this will open up what has been a visible tee sheet for members, but without the capability to book tea time reservations. Now, starting July 1st at 7 a.m., members will have the ability to simply use this to also book reservations as opposed to, and in addition to, calling the golf shop. When you come to this sheet, you'll notice you have dates right across the tabs here at the top, so you could simply click on the date you'd like to make a reservation for. The same golf rules apply for advanced bookings as have previously applied. You can book 1 week out in advance for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. And then on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. you can call in to book a Saturday time, and Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. you can call in to book a Sunday time. That will be the same rules that will apply online for reservations. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to click on Tuesday, June 30th, and show you what it's like to book a tea time reservation. When I do so, it pulls up the tee sheet, and there's a couple of different options here on the Tuesday, June 30th tee sheet in order to accomplish a booking. I could simply come over here to the left-hand side to these blue bubbles and click on the time, or likewise I could go to the far right of a booking and click on Quick Book. I'm going to go ahead and do the Quick Book over on the right-hand side for the 6:38 a.m. tee time, just as a demonstration. And when I do so, I click on that and it brings up this little drop-down list that says book the tee time for yourself, 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, or 5 players, since we allow fivesomes here at El Macero. For the purpose of this reservation, I'll just go ahead and click on 2 players. When I do that, what happens is a time clock starts counting down up at the top of the page, which gives anybody 4 minutes to complete the online tea time reservation. And once you've started this process and the clock is counting down up at the top of the page, that basically locks that tea time, so that if simultaneously somebody were to be calling into the golf shop and our golf shop staff tried booking that time, they would be locked out of this particular time if the online tea time reservation commenced first. Here you'll notice that because we did the quick booking, I have the ability here to fill in both number 1 and number 2 players. It'll automatically fill in your name, in our case here the test account name for the first position, and then if you don't quite know the name of who you're playing with yet, you can just book it as TBD for to be determined, or you could go ahead and click on member and select their name and put it in as well. In this case, I'll just do a to be determined for my player number 2, and I'll click on the Book Now button up at the top. When I do so, I will see basically a booking confirmation show up on the screen. That gives me a confirmation number, which you will not need as members, but this basically, once you've seen a confirmation number, you know that you have successfully booked that tea time reservation. At this point, you can either hit close or OK to just simply go away from that booking confirmation screen. And this will take you to the My Bookings tab at the top of this screen, and you can see the very first one here is the one we just did, which was 6:38 a.m. For 2 players on Tuesday, June 30th. Likewise, on the tee sheet, as opposed to doing the quick booking on the far right-hand side of a tee sheet, I could also I'll go to the next tee time down here. You can see our 6:38 tee time was booked successfully, and your name will show up on there. I'll try the blue button over on the left-hand side. We'll go down a tee time to 6:46 a.m. again, just for the purpose of this demonstration. And when I do so, likewise, a 4-minute shot clock starts at the top, giving you time left to properly complete this reservation. You'll notice the difference is, as opposed to the quick booking, in which before you even got into this screen, you kind of had to say how many players were in your group. On this screen, where you clicked on the blue button on the left-hand side of the tee sheet, you simply can add players all the way up to a full 5-some on our tee sheet. Likewise, you could put in a member's name here under member, or you could just put TBD if you don't know the name of the person that you're going to be playing with. And as you add people here by clicking TBD or adding a member's name, you'll simply be defining whether this is a 2-some, 3-some, 4-some, or 5-some. I'll go ahead and hit book now. We'll see the same type of confirmation number and booking confirmation show up on the screen. That means you successfully booked it. It gives you a little recap here that this was a 4-some with some players to be determined. I wanted to show one more capability of the system, and that is group bookings. You'll notice a button here at the top just to the right of tee sheet called group booking. And this applies to El Macero if you are part of a group that likes to book 2 consecutive tee times, for instance, when you're doing your call-ins for the weekends. Now I'll go ahead and for the purpose of this booking, just switch on over to Wednesday, July 1st. Again, just as a demonstration to show you how this works under group booking. And here I'm able to select more than one time for this reservation. So I could do over here to the left a checkbox by 6:46 and a checkbox for 6:54. El Macero's rules for booking tee time reservations do not allow for 3 tee times. For instance, if I did 3 and hit book group, we'd actually get an error message saying the maximum number of tee times you can select is 2. I'll uncheck that third one and hit book group here. This is 2 consecutive back-to-back tee times. Again, we have the same type of appearance here on this last page, in which a shot clock will start up at the top. Down at the bottom here, I'm able to simply go in and add names. I could put to be determined, or I could put member names into all of these spots. And as I go down to the next tee time, I can do the same thing. I can fill in to be determined or member names, but this is securing under the member who's booking it 2 tee times under that one name. You see here we still have our shot clock going up at the top. When I click book now, just like before, it'll give you a booking confirmation, and it will show you the details of your reservation. In this case, we booked 2 foursomes with to be determined in the other spots. A nice feature of the website here up at the top is that there, in addition to this help video showing you our actual tee sheet, you have some help videos right on over here to the right, which are helpful videos to watch if you would like to take advantage of learning more about the different capabilities of our tee time system. There's a video in here on how to make a booking, which is similar to what I just walked you through. There's a video in here which tells you how to manage your groups and buddies. And there's also one on viewing and editing bookings. All helpful resources as we expect to launch our online tee time booking capabilities Wednesday, July 1st at 7 a.m. in the morning. Until that time, you won't have the ability to start building your buddies and groups, but starting on July 1st, you will be able to go in there and play around throughout the course of the day on Wednesday. Keep in mind, the morning of Wednesday, July 1st at 7 a.m., you will be able to book your tee times online for Sunday, the 5th of July. If you have any questions as we get going with online tee time reservations, please call the golf shop or stop in the club office. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on the golf course.